Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? How's everybody feeling? What's going on, chat? Let's chat it up. Let's see here. Let's break down the OnlyFans stigma in social media with modern women. Let's get y'all take on this. Let's see what's going on. Let's open up that discussion. Hope everybody's feeling good today. It's your girl, Red Talk Anna, back again with another exciting topic, as always. Let's get right on in it. See else what's going on.
I feel like we have a lot in common. You know, I do music as well. I'm a recording artist. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why are you
cut.
assuming that? Why are you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. You know, you probably want the clean, classy look.
I'm into the tats.
And
Just looking at your appearance, so you're kind of what I like. Just saying.
I don't know. I just kind of figured, oh, he's probably not gonna like the face tats on me, or you know.
What made you think that?
He's just so like clean, like perfect.
I have tattoos
Like
as well.
very maybe too strict. I don't know. I might be too free. Wow. Like I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Like you want
Yeah.
it classy, clean. And I'm also a traveling exotic dancer, so
Okay.
probably not gonna like that.
All right. I feel you on that. I get that.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Okay.
It's like yeah, you got the creative there, and I'm super creative, but I might be
Alright.
too wild.
Okay.
All right. So I know before you were like, yeah, I like the tattoos, all that. So is she someone that's your type?
Everything's cool. The last part, yeah. I think I'm cool. I'm good on that. No judgment though.
Look, he said no judgment. But why you cool on the last part then if it's no judgment? Right? Like, what's going on? I tell you what, that is a lot to have a face tattoo. What is up with some of these women out here getting face tattoos, right? I don't think women realize if you get a tattoo on your face, that is going to be like, you're going to literally count out a lot of men. A lot of men are going to judge you by that tattoo on your face. If you get a tattoo on your face, you in trouble. And it's only going to let you date a little small section of men. I don't think people realize that. This is why I'm coming out with this video today. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this and other topics. But basically, I want y'all to let these ladies know. And because I don't think some of them know. That's why they be having all them little tattoos, be looking like little stickers all over them and stuff. Because I don't think they know no better. You know what I mean? I really don't.
I feel like we have a lot in common. You know, I do music as well. I'm a recording artist. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why are you
cut.
assuming that? Why are you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. You know, you probably want the clean, classy look.
I'm into the tats.
And
Just looking at your appearance, so you're kind of what I like. Just saying.
I don't know. I just kind of figured, oh, he's probably not gonna like the face tats on me, or you know.
What made you think that?
He's just so like clean, like perfect.
I have tattoos
Like
as well.
very maybe too strict. I don't know. I might be too free. Wow. Like I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Like you want
Yeah.
it classy, clean. And I'm also a traveling exotic dancer, so
Okay.
probably not gonna like that.
All right. I feel you on that. I get that.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Okay.
It's like yeah, you got the creative there, and I'm super creative, but I I might
right.
be too wild.
Okay.
All right. So I know before you were like, yeah, I like the tattoos, all that. So is she someone that's your type?
Everything's cool. The last part, yeah, I think I'm cool. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. No judgment though, but
No, I get it.
Thank
My
you.
intuition on point.
What, they mad because he don't want to date somebody with a tattoo on her face? I'm just saying. I mean, think about this, right? And I think a lot of women do not understand this, especially young girls. A lot of people, that's the reason why I think they're getting so many of them. I don't think people realize, I don't think nobody's telling them. Ain't nobody telling them. This is why we're bringing up the subject about OnlyFans and all that stuff. Just think about it. I think a lot of people think that people on OnlyFans make so much money. I hear a lot of women talking about how they should go do OnlyFans. I don't think people realize that it's not that easy. It's not easy like that. If people if it was that easy,
all
wouldn't
right, all
everybody
right.
do
I
it
feel you on that. I get that.
to a certain extent, you know? And I don't think people realize that. And I think people need to quit lying. You know, it's a very, very small percentage of people, you know? Like, look at that. It's saying over 2 million creators on OnlyFans. Think about it. And it says the earnings are ranging from supplemental income to millions per month. An average OnlyFans creator, listen to this. An average OnlyFans creator earns $150 to $180 a month. You hear what I'm saying? I don't think people realize this, okay? And then it says that the top 1% earn 33% of total revenue. 1%? Wow, that's deep. It says top earners benefit from existing audience, niche content, and high quality materials and aggressive marketing. So people don't realize that if people do OnlyFans and stuff, if people are on OnlyFans, you have to market yourself really heavily. And I don't think people realize that. And then the mental stress, I don't care what nobody say. There's not going to be a lot of men trying to marry OnlyFans individuals. And don't be wrong, there might be some. But on the average, you're not going to get a lot of people that's jumping up and down to grab an OnlyFans model. You're not. You got to think, women, these men are going to give you their children, giving you their seed. And I tell you what, man, you better protect it at all costs. Like, for real, think about it. Whoever you give your seed to, that is going to be their mother, their counselor. It's going to be everything for that child. And I don't think people don't realize that's the best gift you can give your children, is to give your children to a woman, a good woman. Like, seriously, that is the first rule of thumb. If you don't, just imagine, who are they going to go to? I don't think people realize, like, that is a big part of life. Just that is, it is. It's a big part of life. I'm gonna rewind this video back so y'all can see what I was looking at.
I feel like we have a lot in common. You know, I do music as well. I'm a recording artist. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean,
Why you
cut.
assuming that? Why you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. You know, you probably want the clean, classy look.
I'm into the tats.
And
Just looking at your appearance, so you're kind of what I like. Just saying.
I don't know. I just kind of figured, oh, he's probably not gonna like the face tats on me, or you know.
What made you think that?
He's just so like clean, like perfect.
I have tattoos
Like,
as well.
very, maybe too strict. I don't know. I might be too free. Wow. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Like, you want
Yeah.
it classy, clean. And I'm also a traveling exotic dancer, so
Okay.
probably not gonna like that.
All right. I feel you on that. I get that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of
I don't
people
know.
are not going to be accepting of that.
Yeah, you got the creative there,
Oh, what?
and I'm super creative, but I might be
Alright.
too wild.
Okay.
All right. So I know before you were like, yeah, I like the tattoos, all that. So is she someone that's your type?
Everything's cool. The last part, yeah, I think I'm cool. I'm good on that. No judgment though, but
No, I get it.
Thank
My
you.
He
intuition
said,
at
"I'm
that
cool on
point.
that, but no judgment." Come on now, no judgment. I mean, a tattoo on the face. She had a tattoo on her face. Let me see. I got that picture where it literally said "faith" up under her face. Like I'm just like, maybe I don't have that picture. I thought I had it up here. Like you don't realize when you're getting all these tattoos every single where she belongs to the streets. You know what? And the thing is, right? I don't think people realize. I don't think women realize. I don't think modern women realize that when you're getting tattoos on your face, I don't think they realize. And think about it. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? Like modern women, they always say they only the man. They they don't mind fathers not being in home. You hear women all the time talking about I can do this all by myself. It's like, what in the world? Like, where y'all going? And I'm looking at it. I don't remember a lot of teenagers when I was growing up just having tattoos all over the place. I don't. I don't. I mean, I'm seeing teenagers with tats on their neck. Like I just don't understand. I don't know if it's because they don't have any fathers or what, but we didn't used to see that. We didn't used to see that. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And we need the men. I don't care who saying what. We need men. I don't know how women are thinking out here that you don't need a man. Just because you making money don't mean that you don't need a man of some sort. You know what I mean? Like without a man, a lot of times we are out here uncovered, ladies. We really are. We really are. And a lot of women, they getting on social media. They're doing OnlyFans. They're doing whatever they can do to get some money with their body on social media, right? And I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna come a time where you're gonna hit that wall. You will hit that wall, ladies. I promise you will. And then what do you do? And remember, social media is forever. Anything videos forever. Like think about it. Think about all the mattress actress that was out there and just imagine them. Now they probably some of them probably in church. I mean, just think about it. They are praying, don't nobody see them videos. I don't think people realize like how deep it can go. Like real, like for real. Like, what are they gonna do? What are you gonna do at the end of the day? Right? I mean, you put it out there, you know, people can distribute it, all your videos how they want to. Think about it. Social media, even if you not on OnlyFans, if you have naked on social media, I don't know about men, but men who are in here right now in this chat, I mean, even think about this, ladies, when you're on social media and you have it on your swimsuits and you have it on just different things. And just imagine you meet a man and his family go to your IG page. What does your IG page look like? Like, I'm serious. Like, is it one of them pages? Is it going to pass the test? And people go to find your social media and be like, okay, she looks like a nice girl. I mean, think about this. And what are you going to do? I don't think people realize the lasting effect. Now, look, and this is a real story, right? This is a real story. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about right here. It says, girls, if you are over 35 and looking for emotional support and understanding and care while being single, it said, don't torture yourself. It says, create a AI boyfriend. He will take care of you and make you feel much happier soon. Are you serious? This is just as bad as the Bear in the Woods scenario. And this is real. Somebody really post like that's a real place. That's a real company that they're posting that for you to have an AI boyfriend for like this is sad. I don't think women really realize all the stuff. Look at everything that's coming together right now. They're advertising the freezing of the eggs, as if you're about to just be having babies in your 40s. Then you got all these emotional support things. Everybody got a dog. No, all the women got dogs. And I don't think people realize your dog only lasts for maybe 10 to 15, 16 years on an average. What are you gonna do after Tutu leaves? For real. What you gonna do when little Tutu leave? This is a real situation, ladies. I don't think people are realizing it is better to bond with somebody, get out that house, and be nice. Smile. Try your best to communicate with these men. You're gonna have to. If you don't, what is your other option? What is like for real? What is your other option? Give me another option. I don't know what it would be. Like seriously. Like if you're not getting along with the men, a lot of y'all don't get along with the women. A lot of women say, I don't have any women friends. Why don't y'all have any women friends? I'm curious. What would be the reason for you not to have any women friends? Like zero. Like think about that. Men, I tell you, if you meet a woman and she tells you that she does not mess with women and she don't have any women friends, you better run. And I mean lace up. That is not normal. Because you know why? Because she don't have any women friends, that means she ain't gonna really care for your mama. She not gonna care for your sister. Seriously, think about that. If you got a daughter, she gonna have a problem with your daughter. She gonna be battling out with your kid daughter if she does not like women. Okay. She might can play it off and act like that she might like your family, but if she does not like women, that is a big problem. Think about it. She's a woman herself. How you don't like what you are? How you don't like? And I don't want to hear about women did you wrong, okay? Because at the end of the day, right? It happened. That's your past experience. Your past experience don't move you to your next experience. It doesn't. Go handle it. Go get some therapy. Go do what you got to do. Think about it. You had some bad chicken before. I bet you ate some more. I bet you ate some more chicken, right? So why do we use our past bad experiences to literally like try to draw out our new experiences? Is that BS for butt? Look, you know what? Who knows? But all I know is, I mean, we definitely got to do better out here. We got to stop women. You got kids, especially daughters. Quit saying in front of your daughter that you don't get along with women. Your daughters are picking that up. They are. And think about it. If she's your daughter and you're talking about you don't get along with women, that mean that you're not gonna get along with her too well, huh? Seriously. And there's nothing worse than a toxic mother. Nothing worse than that. I'm telling you, you do not want your daughters being raised like that. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna raise them in fear. I promise you will. And you don't want to have that. We move in fear as it is already too much now, right? So think about that. I don't think people really are really sitting around and thinking about that. You're not. All I'm seeing, remember, we gotta do something. If you're even when you meet a woman, seriously though, like you do not want to be doing that. There's some taking you wait now that is true. That is true, right? There is nothing worse than a woman talking down to you, right? I tell you what though, women who talk down to men, right? Think about it. They either you ain't got no fathers or you ain't got no fathers to tell you anything. Because if you respect men, you don't talk to men crazy. You don't. I promise you don't. There's no reason for that. Men don't really like to stare and argue with women either. Like if you see a woman arguing, normally a man would try to get out the way. I'm telling you, but you got to think though. And not all women can be on one sided, right? I think a lot of modern women can be one sided, right? But maybe their moms. A lot of moms don't like men. Think about it. If a woman is raised by a woman who don't like men, she's gonna put that in her head, and she's gonna have it in her head. So she's gonna go out in this world. She's gonna be angry and mad. She might make some money, but she's gonna be angry, and that's not good. That's not good. Look what I just put up. They got AI stuff for women so they don't be lonely. Like what kind of stuff is that? Like think about it. Look at everything they're doing. Look at this right here. Like I mean, just look at all of this stuff that's I'm about to put up. Like what are they gonna do? Like what is the solutions, right? And don't get me wrong, even the men sometimes when you see them coming, you got to get out the way. Look at that. They actually making man-sized teddy bears for lonely women. Like they really are making stuff like this. Like I don't think people are really seeing what is happening. What is going on with this agenda to, coming out with all this stuff? Is this real? This is crazy to me. Is it crazy to y'all? Because it's crazy to me. Like really, AI boyfriends, man-sized teddy bears. Like, are you serious? I tell you what, ladies, that man-sized teddy bear is not going to protect you. Okay, for real. Men are still protection. I don't care what nobody say. They are. Men are your protection when it comes to a lot of things. I promise you they are. Like, you don't want to be out here by yourself. You see all these women out here complaining about them buying them houses, living by themselves. They got everything they want, per se. They making the money, right? I think, oh yeah, you ain't lying about that. No, now they did say that. No stranger to danger said women did say they would feel safer with a bear. Look, a heartless bear, okay? I don't think, and even that, and it's wild because women really are saying that. Like, what was the scenario? Would you rather be alone with a bear or man left in the woods? And people was like, "What, a bear?" Like that's nonsense. Like that's not logic. Like come on now. Like that's not logical. Like and women are serious. Like I don't know if they're taking their traumas and they're just projecting on all the men. But as you see, ladies, the men ain't really paying no attention right now. They ain't paying you no attention. They are. They're not. They're not. They're getting hip to your games. I promise you, they are. Men are not playing right now. They are sitting back. Exactly. I'm telling you, they are. You're not lying about that. No Stranger Danger said, just like the men with the blow up dolls. Yes, think about that, ladies. Y'all are about to go and blow up men future, okay? Like, and that's gonna be sad if that happens, you know? Like, why do you think that all of those different all them different commercials and stuff are targeting women? All the freeze your eggs, all that, like, think about it. Just buy it and move on. Like for real. Like that's and what's you see that lady today? She spit on that bus driver. She spit on that bus driver today. Speaking of that, I'm gonna tell you what, ladies, y'all better keep your hands to yourself. You cannot come outside and get in these men's face and try to fight them. Where is that coming from? Where is the and I don't want to hear you were emotional. Like that bus driver whooped up on her one good time, didn't he? Like he did. And think about that. And that's a lot of women are big spoiled brats. I said it. I sure did. And it's sad. And I don't think people realize that, like it's the thing of telling women no, right? A lot of women out here is sitting there playing with y'all. They're not telling y'all what y'all really doing. The men are, but then y'all call the men mean. And the men are not mean. I think they're just straightforward with what they're saying. I promise you they are. It's just wild. Look, somebody said, Lusa said, we'll just buy it and move on. Like for real, like think about that. Like, what is it that y'all are going to be able to offer these men out here? Because they do not like y'all's bad attitudes. I promise you they don't. They don't. I mean, it's just wild. You ain't lying about that. Now, this is a good one too, right here. No Stranger Danger said, we all know it's an agenda, but what's the end result? Man, the end result is going to be bad, guys. I'm telling you it is. That's going to be bad. And women around here laughing and kikiing and making jokes and making all these feminist crazy videos and they don't have no accountability. Y'all having these babies. Y'all talk about these men being sorry. Quit having all these babies. Quit giving all them men children then. If you don't like that man so much, why do you keep giving all them men children? Think about that. Think about that. And you know what I mean? Unless a crime happen, why do you keep doing it? Like, I don't think people realize that. It ain't the men. It's not the men, ladies. It's not. Look, it's way more women than there are men. And the agenda is to make us go against these men. If y'all don't see that, I don't know what y'all looking at. I promise you it is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like it's not good. It's not good. Like what is up with it? What can we do to try to change this? Like, for real. And it's a gender war. And you know what I always say? And you know, in the gender wars, right? It's like I told everybody, single women spend a lot of money in this economy, right? So think about it. There's a reason to keep a lot of these women single. There's a lot of reason to keep a lot of these women single. And you know what's so sad? I'm gonna tell you what's sad. When the women do speak up about their self, y'all get so defensive to where y'all come in as like with an argument. Like, it's like a lot of y'all don't know how to really express yourself. And that's not good. I promise you it's not. No problem, stranger danger. No stranger to danger. Thank you so much, baby. Like, seriously, like when do we make it okay? Look at all the celebrities, like I've been talking about, putting their hands on these men, right? Like, it's all coming out now. It's coming out. I promise you it is. Like, look at it. Like, y'all, we cannot keep okaying and patting these women on the back for the bad behavior. Even for y'all wants and needs that y'all want in a man. Think about it. They want superheroes. Like, average at best, right? I'm an average woman myself, right? But y'all want over and beyond. Like, that's wild to me. Listen to Lucille. Okay. She said, so what, Pygmisha? You know what's funny to me with the Pygmishas? Y'all call everybody Pygmishas who don't agree who don't agree with the same things you agree with. And that's wild to me. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at the name calling that Listen to Lucille is doing right now. Look at that. What did I just say? I just said when women come up here, they name call and they get real defensive. Like, where does that come from? Like, where does that come from? What in your, like, think about it. I didn't call you any names. Like, that's wild to me. Exactly. Okay. Like that's wild. Listen to Lucille said, "Your father looks like all these ninjas." Listen to Lucille. Sounds like she's angry. I don't know who hurt you, baby. You know what I always say? Exactly. Right. And that's no lie. The worst danger to a woman is another woman, it seems. And it's so sad, right? And the thing is, right, if something doesn't trigger you, why are you mad? Yeah, I know everybody sees all these women out here having babies and they have no fathers. No fathers. No fathers. The women are getting married. Look at it. So what I'm talking about is real stuff, right? Like think about that. And the pygmy, right? These women gonna wish that they was pygmies, okay? It's almost like when a woman says, go make your husband a sandwich. I put that in the same category. Nothing's wrong with that. Like think about it. Like, why are the women out here? Why are so many of them? Why are they so mean? Like, seriously. Even that, look right here. Like what's wrong with you? Like, because you're triggered. You're triggered because somewhere in this context that we're talking about, it triggers you. I haven't called you any names. I don't even know you. I don't know where you're from or you live. I ain't said one thing to you. So, and that's the thing, right? The men are not allowed to talk about the women's behavior. And as a woman, I'm not allowed to talk about the behavior either. This is fully triggered all day long, right? And it's like, why though? Why? You actually see the statistics, right? I mean, look at it. Look at all the baby showers. Look at what's happening. If you don't, if you're doing something, right? Say you're a modern woman, you're out here doing whatever you doing, and somebody's saying they don't like something. Why are you mad? Like, what triggers you? I'm just curious. What triggers you? Because I didn't been on a podcast before, and somebody has said something I didn't agree with. I wasn't triggered though. Like I'm see, look at this. Look at this. Listen to Lucille says you're triggered because you have no dad, like these lackluster males you're defending. This doesn't apply to me. Like, look at this. And this is what I'm talking about right now. Like, look at that. Why are you so why are you calling the males names? They didn't, I don't think any males in this chat room said anything to you. Like, nobody. But you see how you come in here? You come like, what is up with the modern women and the attitude? What is the attitude for? Like, seriously. I have nothing but respect for you. I mean, seriously. Like, I don't, so you telling me that you don't see these women out here with kids and no fathers, and you don't see the toxic mothers. I'm talking about a lot of the black women right now. I'm talking about the toxic black mothers. Like, seriously, and you cannot sit here and tell me that there's none. All these men that you talk about that you call them sorry and this and that, I tell you what, a lot of them was raised by toxic mothers. Seriously. I don't think people realize what's going on. People that you might not want to talk about it, you might want to sweep it up under the rug, but look what's happening. And what you gonna do about it? You don't want to say nothing about it. Want to blame the man? It is not a man's job to make us happy. It's not. I promise you, it's not. And I'm getting tired of seeing women go on these platforms and just cry about these men and say what they did. I mean, it's like, you picked them. You picked these men. You picked them. And y'all don't want to hear that either. So tell me, what is the fix? What's the fix? Seriously though, like think about that. Like for real, like, you don't want nobody. If your mamas can't tell you nothing, a black woman can't tell you nothing, a man can't tell you, who can tell you something? I'm seriously, I'm so seriously. Listen to Lucille said that they did not have children by themselves. You right about that, right? They didn't have them by themselves, right? But the point that you are saying that the black male have ruined a lot of lives, right? Lucille, why do women keep having kids with these men? And it is not an argument. I promise you it's not. This is not an argument. This is a simple conversation. But can you have that conversation without being disrespectful? That's the part that I'm talking about. I'm not disrespecting you. How is it only the males? Yeah, how is it only the males' fault? Like, think about it. If a woman doesn't keep having kids, right? You got women out here with 2, 3, 4 baby daddies without no problem. Like, what is that about? Like, what is that about? Like, explain that. And then you're having these women out here having these babies, right? Having these baby by these men that they swear they don't like and they can't stand. Like think about this. Why do they keep having all the kids? Like, seriously. And the thing is, the reason why a lot of women, I'm telling you this, women be so mad and angry. That anger comes from because you messed up. You messed up somewhere. You messed up somewhere. I don't know where you messed up. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But you got to. There's no way that you can be happy. And why are you coming on here? And that's the thing. Why do y'all come on podcasts, right? Y'all come on here and you don't like the subject. Like, come on here. I don't go on podcasts that I don't like the subject. Think about it. Because you know that it fits. That's why you on here. And you don't realize that. You know it fits. You know it fits. And there's nothing wrong There's nothing wrong if you messed up on something. There's nothing wrong. Work on it. But instead of working on the ladies, a lot of y'all wanna start just being defensive and just start being mean. Y'all turn into the bear in the woods that y'all was saying that y'all want to stay in the woods with. That don't make sense. Like, make it make sense. Like, for real, make it make sense. Lucille, I don't know who you are, but coming on here, you just said all the males in your life have been bad. Well, if they have been, why'd you pick them? Why'd you pick them? Like, think about it. The kids are the bag to them. But you know what's wild to me, right? Let's just say the kids are the bag to them, right? It's like, what kind of bag that's going to be? The way this economy is, a lot of them aren't even getting child support. I promise you they're not. That's wild. That's wild to me. It's like, I don't think people realize what's going on with the communities right now. What are we going to do with all these kids? Y'all can call it a rant. I don't have a rant. This is not a rant. This is a cause. This is an important subject that this is important. I was married. I'm a widow. So I know about marriage. Okay. So you come on here calling somebody a pick me. You don't know my story. You do not know my story. Like, and that's wild to me. You're right. Hurt people do hurt people, right? Hurt people, right? My mom and dad was married. And I don't think people realize, but it's not about me, right? This is about what I'm seeing in the community. That's why I got this platform. And I get it. People come on here and they say whatever because maybe they ain't got nothing else to do in life, right? Because you gotta be a pretty lonely person to come on a podcast that you don't agree with. Think about that. It's not, and it's not a rant. This ain't a rant. This is what's going on out here. You don't see what's going on out here? Like, you do. Even when it comes to dating, the women out here talking about they don't want this, they don't want that. I mean, how can you even come close to these men? Seriously. And so listen to Lucille said, I'm telling you that majority, she's calling y'all modern males are fatherless and didn't grow up and grow into a man. And you can't be good husbands and fathers. Wow. And think about this, right? Even that, right? Just the insults, right? There's more males in here than there are women in here, right? You don't see the males in here throwing insults like that to you. They don't. I promise you they don't. And I need you to understand, right? I don't think you realize the agenda that's being pushed on these women out here. And that's the part that is sad, right? Look, Robert, no. Think about it. I don't think you seeing that they're pushing a lot of the women up, or at least they're thinking they're getting pushed up. So if they're doing that so we can step on these men's necks. That's what they've been doing for time. I don't think we realize that. Yeah, and you know what? No, some of them don't realize that. I promise you they don't. That's why a lot of the women come on these podcasts and they go off. This is why they come on here and go off. Like, Lucille, you calling people unintelligent? I mean, it's like why? Like, why are you so mad? Lucille, are you so mad because the men that you dated, they left you? I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, why are you? It's just a question. It's not an insult. It's not an insult. You're not mad, but you're on this platform. Insults. Like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Your parents will not be proud of you coming on somebody's platform and dogging your dad. Your dad's a male. But your dad like you just dogging males and just giving insults towards males? Like, seriously, like that's wild to me. It says, Chris Book says, as a man, we still rock with you. We are just tired of competing with you like it's another game. And you are right about that, right? A lot of women are competing with these men, right? I said last night. I said last night, and there's nothing wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong, Lucille. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't do the insults. You're not lying, Crystal. A lot of women, listen to me. If you think a lot of women are competing with y'all, do me a favor, put a number 1 in the chat. Like seriously, because I hear a lot of men saying a lot of women. Exactly, right? Look, Sean, I don't know what's going on, right? I don't think people realize why can't a lot of women speak their mind on these streams without getting into an argument? Like, where does that come from? Where does the rage come from? Like, seriously. Look, I see the ones, and like, if like, when did we start competing against these men? Even when you're hearing wives and stuff, they're leaving their husbands, and what the wives are saying, I had to find myself. Like, where'd you lose yourself? Or I hear the women saying, I feel like I wasn't fulfilling my dreams. My husband's fulfilling his. Think about that. If you are married, y'all are a unit. Isn't that for both of y'all? Whatever he's doing, would that be for both of y'all? And this is what I say when I say competing. You are competing against your man when you know your man is doing what he got to do for the household, and you're saying that you don't feel like you're doing. Seriously, like, that's wild to me. Yes, men will admit fault. I promise you they will. I promise you it will. And Lucille says we're taking it as an argument. Nope. No, we're not. You came in like that. I promise you. Like that's wild to me. Exactly. You're not lying about that. That is really good. Not competing, but they don't understand a certain ideology has divorced from them from Spirit of Christ. You are right about that, right? And a lot of women will leave divorce. Let me ask you this. See, there you go with another insult. You see what I'm saying? This is what they do. Look at that. You need to be right. You saying whatever you want to say on here. Like it's wild to me. And she's banned. Good luck, Lucille. It's just wild to me. Like, why come on here and talk crap? Like, that's weird to me. And you see that your sisters are drowning. And that's the thing. It's almost like, even with the weight, right? It's almost like a woman can be 500 pounds and be like, girl, am I gaining weight? And another woman go, nope, you look fine. Like, where are we getting that from? You've not lied about that. Women blame all their ex-boyfriends. It's never their fault. And that's wild to me. Even that situation, right? I've been streaming for a long time, right? That's my first little confrontation with a woman on here, right? I've had a couple women say some things, but never just insults like that. Like, and that's weird to me. Like you come on and you just throwing like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It is a fact that 75 to 85% of women are filing for divorce. It is a fact that a lot of women out here are having babies by themselves willingly. These aren't crimes being committed. These are not crimes. So when you have a woman come on here and say shut up, or ain't nobody trying to hear that, it's like, it's sad. She's probably somebody, if she don't have no kids, she's probably somebody's auntie. Just think about that. She's the woman that her women, her family have to go to. And what they gonna get from her? Like, seriously. Like that's wild to me. Like, yeah, like, your hatred for men is not real. Now, if something happened to you, you might have hatred for that individual, but your hatred for men overall, the agenda they are pushing, that's not real. Like, I wish people understood that. I wish they did, especially the women. Like, men are not on here going off. Why ain't the men on here going off and just starting arguments and stuff? Why is it y'all? like, like real talk. Like, I don't get it. You right about that. Look, she even started arguing with you, right? Like, you're not lying about it. Idiots throwing salts because they have nothing to say. You are so, like, seriously. I believe that too, like, for real. Like, People are nuts out here, and they don't have them all. Just think about it. Sometimes, just hear me out. You might not like what's being said, but I want you to really think about what somebody's saying and think to yourself, "Hmm, I go look it up because everything I'm saying is real. Everything I'm saying is true. It's facts. It is facts. And it right, Calvin? I'm telling you. So when we get on here, right? And the women are mad because that's what happens. Women don't want nobody saying nothing. We can't say nothing about them bonnets. We can't say nothing about you putting on pajamas. We can't say nothing about if your nails are 4 inches long. You don't want to hear nothing, right? Who can tell you then? I'm just curious. Who can tell a woman, especially a black woman, who can tell a black woman anything? Like seriously, the entitlement. You're not lying, Chris Brooks. Like, where do we get off with the entitlement? Like, seriously, like you feel that entitled. Like, I think about like, look what's happening. I'm I promise you, yes, yes, they are, promise you. And men are leadership. Women don't even want to hear that sometimes, you know. Men are leadership. There's nothing wrong with a man being a leader. There's nothing wrong with a woman submitting to her man. Like, like that's wild to me. I don't get it. And and Beyonce said Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion can tell them something. Meanwhile, Beyonce's married. Meanwhile, Beyonce's married. That single lady song, everybody singing, all the single lady song have you single. It's an agenda, baby. Don't bite into it. Look at it. Even just think about this, ladies that's on here. Think about even the purpose of going out on a date to meet somebody and just trying to communicate with them. Y'all not even communicating with the men out here right now. Y'all not. Y'all not. And the men are tired. The men aren't even they're not even phased by y'all right now. They're not. I promise you they're not. Even all the rappers, them rappers out there, they be having boyfriends. It's wild. I don't think people realize that I don't think they see it. I don't know if they just don't want to see it. I don't know what it is. And think about it. Think about it, Chanel, right? Dating can be scary, right? But the thing is, right, we can't move on fear. All right. If you moved on fear, you're not gonna go nowhere. You're not. You're not even gonna get out of bed. Think about it. You be scared you fall on the ground. Everything's going to scare you, right? And that's the thing, right? There's no guarantees in dating. There's none, right? There isn't. All I can say is you better vet that person, vet them. Best thing I can say to the men: be careful who you give your seed to. Women, stop giving these men kids if you don't like them so much. Like seriously, like I don't think people realize that y'all are doing something, and then y'all have these kids, and y'all talk about their fathers in front of the kids. How's that going to be helpful? Think about it. Kids are always going to remember that. Remember, the father is a part of them kids too. 50-50. Y'all don't want to go 50-50 on them bills, but y'all don't mind going 50-50 on them kids, huh? I'm just saying. Think about that. I want, like, seriously. I'm so serious. Like, like for real. Co-parenting time should be the first order of business. And you know what? It's so sad. You know why? Because a lot of women aren't taught to get along with men, period. They don't even get along with a lot of women, right? So after they're pregnant, co-parenting, good luck. Cause I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the women in the courtrooms act up. I'm looking at them acting up in the courtrooms. A lot of men can't even be fathers to their kids because a lot of the women, they won't even let them. They won't allow it. They bring drama. Look at it. And the courts are unfair. They're not fair to these men out here. They're not. They're not fair to them at that one bit. Are they fair to these men out here? It's just like, I mean, I don't know. Like, seriously, like, what are we gonna do? Thank you, Chris Brooks. And I'm definitely going to address this is my platform. And if anybody doesn't like what I'm addressing, oh well. I see what's going on. I'm sorry if nobody can, if the people a lot of times when things are going on, they don't like to talk about it because they, the people go, I don't want to talk about it. I don't they just want to ignore it. They just want to ignore it. But you know what? If you put some stinky meat in Tupperware and you put the lid on it, when you open that lid up, it still stinks. It still stinks. like for real. Like I don't think people realize that, right? Like it doesn't matter. And I don't care if a lady came on here and said whatever. Like it doesn't stop me. It does not stop me. I'm talking about women. Well, I'm a woman, so I love women. I'm a woman. I have no problem with women. I don't. I don't have no problem with women. I have no problem with men. Like at zero. Not at all. But what I do got a problem with, I got a problem with what's going on. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a problem with that. I do. Like you're not about to come on here. And when did the mouths just get so off the chain where your attitude? Even when you're going out in the streets, you're going to the grocery store, you're going to the stores, you're talking to the store clerks. What is up with the girls and attitudes? Like this attitudes in the morning, a.m. Like there's no reason for it, right? Exactly. Old soul meat gotta go. And that is no joke, right? Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, you might not like what somebody's saying, but is it the truth? That is the truth. And you write no home training. But you know what? You know what, Calvin? These are the same women who are raising these kids by themselves. A lot of times because they want to raise them by herself. Like, think about this. They're not even teaching the kids manners. How many times you didn't see a kid with their mom and they just sitting there with their headphones on? They're ignoring the mom. And the mom don't mind them ignoring them because that gives her time to do what she wants to do. I just don't understand it. Like what are the consequences? Like what are the consequences for their actions? Seriously. And I think now, even as women, we gotta stop okaying that. Stop agreeing with these women, these modern women. Quit agreeing with them and they wrong. Stop. Just stop. Like it's not, I know I'm not. I'm not going along with the go along. I'm not doing that. I'm not. You can't blame the women for the men. Hold on, here's another one. You can't blame the women, the parents, the men, or anyone for how they act. What? That doesn't make sense. Hold on, explain that to me. I'm curious. I'm gonna put that up there. Explain that to me. I'm curious. Okay, you're saying they like God in their life. Okay, understandable, right? Okay, and now what? What do we do now? Like, what do you do now after that, right? Like, yes, we definitely can blame the parents. These parents are just dragging these kids up. They ain't being raised, they being dragged up. Like, seriously. They're growing up in a household. What I said yesterday, a lot of parents like babies. They don't like children. They don't like teenagers. They like the babies. Like seriously. And it's sad. Oh, exactly. You are definitely right about that, right? The phone is a little computer, right? But how many people use it to really look at something that they need to look at? A lot of them, a lot of people are just looking at TikTok dances and stuff. They're looking at stuff that don't matter. They're looking at jokes and different things. Like that's what they mainly are looking at. It always amazes me what we choose to do. When we choose to think about that. Everything's at our hands right now. There's not nothing you can't do in your phone. Nothing. You want a date? You get in your phone. You want some food? You get in your phone. You got a Bible in your phone. Everything's in your phone right now, right? I think about this. I think that we are living in illusions. The kids are disrespectful. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But I don't blame the kids when they're little bitty kids, right? I blame the parents on that, right? Like think about that. Oh yeah, I talked about it yesterday. Yep, I sure did. I talked about that. I was telling them that right, she said, did you know that basically TikTok show all that crap over here? You know that they don't show any of that in China. Like all their shows are educational. Educational. Everything is because it's an agenda. It is an agenda. They want us to do that. They want us to have that spiritual warfare and warfare and everything. It's all part of the agenda. That's why all the women is just ragging on all the men. I'm not ragging on the women today. I promise you I'm not. What I'm saying is, to the women is, stop having those kids. If the men are so sorry, quit giving them babies. That's all I said. Quit giving them kids. That's all. And pick better and do some self-correction. Most of us date the same kind of person over and over again. I don't care if you a woman or a man. Most of your dates be the same kind of person. They just got different names, different looks. That's all it is. Promise you it is. Think about it. How do you keep having the same problem then? How do you keep running up into the same problem with think about it. Your actions. It's the way you act. You attract what you are a lot of times. I promise you do. You attracting what you are. Calvin said this is messed up generation. Ain't got no respect from from 10 to grown up. You not lying about that. And look at that, right? And if you look at a lot of the agendas, look at the news, look at social media, look at even best artist of the year, what, Sexy Red? I think about that. When she first came out, people was laughing, like they was literally laughing. And then it was like, oh, okay, we like her. And now she's on everything. Look at it. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's wild to me. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. I don't think you realize that that it is. While your kids are in your possession, that is your duty to get them to where they need to go. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Like, seriously. And I understand what you're saying. I know what you're saying, that the root of the problem, right? The roots can go deep, right? We all know that, right? But what do we do? Do we sit there and go, well, the root of the problem, I ain't at the root. I'm just saying, think about it. I seen a video today where a lady was talking about how she had 3 sons in jail. 3 sons in jail. I think she had one daughter was messed up on drugs, and she always kept saying it was this everybody's fault but hers, right? And at the end of the day, she had to realize that she raised some kids wrong, and the thing is, like, it was the government's fault. It was everybody's fault but hers. It was everybody's fault but hers. And we gotta come to a level where we got to, like, when is it gonna be when is it our responsibility? Like, seriously. And think about this, right? Think about, even with the church, right? Most of the churches now, most of them are almost all women. Most of them are almost all women. Think about that. Single women. That's all I'm saying. And you see what's happening. You know how many women I know that went to church counseling? I'm gonna say church counseling. And the women that are in there are counseling these couples. And it's sad because when I talk to them, you can tell the women who are counseling them, they don't even want them to be together. Because probably because they're past. Oh yeah, they're definitely are. I can see that. I can definitely see that too, right? I can see that. Like I'm sorry to hear that, Calvin. And you know what? You are so right about that, right? Calvin said, right, I'm single. My ex passed away 2014. I am single until God brings me the right woman with no kids. Because I don't have no kids. And that's another thing, right? Women get mad when men say that, right? There's nothing wrong with a man wanting a woman without no kids because he wants to start his own family, right? And sometimes I'm gonna tell you another thing too. A lot of times, y'all's kids don't even be the problem. A lot of times, y'all kids are running around without no type of structure. You know, most of the kids don't even have bedtimes. Most of these kids are up at 1, 2 o'clock at night. And I'm talking about 8 years old. They just up. They up making oodles and noodles. Like seriously. Think about that. So a lot of y'all women, if y'all do have kids, right? Nothing wrong with kids. But y'all got kids and y'all not even training them up to possibly, if you do meet a man, right? Your kids don't even know how to act. I promise you they don't. I'm looking at toddlers telling their moms no. They're screaming at their mom no. I didn't used to hear that back in the day. Like I don't know what these kids and stuff is up to right now. All I can say is the subject of this topic of this whole live, right? It was saying breaking down the OnlyFans stigma, right? In social media. And what I meant when I said that is just everything that's going on from the women that's doing OnlyFans, from the women that's on social media with their tongues out, middle fingers up, all that stuff. Women are calling men's bro. Like, it's disrespectful. It is disrespectful. And how do we change that? For real. A lot of the men are not having it. They're not going to date y'all. They're not going to pay you any attention, and y'all going to be suffering. I'm telling you, a Jezebel spirit. Like seriously though, like I promise you, like, and then y'all calling yourself tens, right? That's a high number. I put a post out the other day. I said, y'all getting real carried away with that number 10. I ain't seen a 10 all week. You rarely see a 10. Seriously. I don't think people realize what their value is. And everybody has a different value. We do. People don't want to hear that, but we do. Promise you. And the more kids that you be having and stuff like that, that's what taking away from your value because a lot of men, they're not going to want to raise your kids, ladies. They're not. Why would they? Why? What is that? I'm just saying. You're probably gonna get mad at me on this one. But think about this though, right? How many stepfathers you know that was a step parent to somebody and them kids didn't pay that man no attention? It's a thankless job. It is. And a lot of the moms are entitled and their kids become entitled too. Seriously. Like, I mean, I don't think people realize that. Like, it ain't the kids, ladies. It's not the kids. It's what you're doing with it's what you're doing. Even with your mouth, even with your language, your behavior, the cussing. That ain't cute. Ain't none of that cute. And it's like, what are you gonna do? It said, seriously, like I'm that's all I'm saying. And this is the time right now where you need help. We all need connection, right? We are stronger together, right? Seriously. These women broke as long as with being tricky. And you know what's funny? I bet them men ain't tricking with y'all. I bet you they're not tricking how people think that they are tricking. Think about this, right? Let's just say a woman is 40 years old, right? And like I would tell any woman, why would he pay you? Why wouldn't he just go get a 25-year-old? What would be the reason why would he give you money? I'm just saying. Women, they give it out for free. So who paying for it? Who's like, you ain't gotta pay for it. So when I hear women say that, men don't gotta go pay for that. You're giving it out like rain in the storm. That's all I'm saying. Like seriously. And it's in delusional, like delusional. Even when it comes to dating, right? I said to everybody, why do you have to go to a 5-star restaurant? What is wrong with Cheesecake Factory? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna tell you right now, you really want to meet somebody and you want to meet somebody and really get to know them, you will meet them wherever you got to go meet them at. All that other stuff, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Nobody should have to spend $300 on a meal to get to know you. That's not how that works. But with social media, got y'all messed up, and it does. It has y'all messed up. Like, and it's weird. That's not real. That's not reality. That's not reality. Aw, happy birthday, Calvin. It's not. And that's why we got these shows like this, right? I'm just trying to bring some reality to some of these women. That's not reality. It's not. And the things that you think that you know, that's going to mess you up. Oh, the algorithms, oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna mess you up. And even I'm a woman, right? And all I get on a lot of times on my feed, I get all that feminine stuff. That they got women crying in their cars right now, crying in their cars because they followed that crap. You didn't follow all that crap, and what's it gonna do for you? Nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. This is not a platform for any kind of hate. All them platforms teaching you to hate something and like that's just evil. I want y'all to wake up though, especially the women. Wake up, wake up. This ain't this seriously. You ain't lying about that. Now that's true right there. Calvin McLean said, "My daddy raised me. He always told me as long as you living with a woman, you paying for that. Oh, you said as long as you live with a woman, you'll be paying for that woman." You're probably right. Hey, men been taking the end of the bag forever, right? Y'all been getting the end of the stick forever. And I don't think women realize that. They don't. Women been paying for y'all forever. Men been paying for y'all forever. And that's why when you see a Simone Biles or something like that, and she makes more than her husband, and y'all want to fall out on the floor, I don't understand it. Or Holly Berry got to pay child support or alimony. I mean, men been paying it for years. They've been paying it for years. And I'm not saying either side is right when it comes to that, though, right? But where is the fairness at, though, right? People going on about Beyonce's mom having to pay alimony. Men been paying it forever. And I'm talking about it is they're angry because y'all hate men. That's the only reason why you be mad at something like that. That is the only y'all don't have no problem with the men pulling the women out the sewers for forever. Men marrying waitresses, princes marrying maids. Like, I'm just saying. Oh, definitely. You're not lying about that. Equality is the truth. Equality is a lie. You know what? They I'll say this all the time. Women want equal rights until it doesn't fit them. Until it doesn't fit you, then you don't want it no more. And that's real. And that is real. And you are so right, Dark Coat Lord. Serpent's tongue. You're not lying about that. I think we all have to be careful the way that we carry ourselves, what we say, and moving this around this place, right? Brains, we are impressionable people. And with social media, Look, that's why you got so many people on OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like, you know what? Them people gonna go crazy. Believe me, that's not gonna. It ain't gonna be a soft landing when it's all done with. I promise you, it won't. When you see really how you sit up there and you wasted your time, your life, it's not gonna be good. All I can say is, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me today on this live. I hope that this conversation was good for you as it was for me. Please leave me some comments on this live, pretty please. Make sure you like this live up, guys. I know a lot of times we all kind of sitting here, but if you like me and you mess with me, please like this live. It helps out my algorithm, pretty please. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? And you know what's wild? I've only been on here for 3 months. I'm actually on TikTok too, but I've only moved over here to YouTube for the last 3 months. So I'm almost to 10,000 subscribers. So I can say I think the platform does like me. I mean, you get every now and then, some people won't, but hey, it won't stop me from saying what I'm gonna say, you know. Oh, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And you know what? I don't, with the insults and different things like that, that doesn't even rile me up. You see, I didn't say one thing to her that was rude or anything like that, I don't, I don't even I always tell people when somebody give you negative energy, you ain't gotta give it back. You don't gotta give it back. You don't have to give it back. Calvin said, "Oh, women's don't understand anymore. But when my big lawsuit hit, these gold diggers, ungrateful, this okay, ungrateful, cheating, dirty, nasty women. Look, they might come your way, right? They might come your way. like real talk. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to keep speaking the truth. And you know what? When I was on TikTok, I got a big following on TikTok too, right? And this is what, and you know what's wild? I was mainly doing a lot of motivational stuff. And me seeing what's happening with the community in the world, like, hey, it leads me off over here. So, I like what I'm doing. And nobody's scaring me off. And I'm not disrespecting anybody because I'm not a disrespectful person. Like real talk. And she did. She proved my point. That's exactly what she did. She come in with insults. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. One thing I've learned about human beings, period. They don't get mad unless you're hitting a nerve. And I hit a couple of her nerves. I hit a couple of her nerves. And you see when I told her that you were being disrespectful and I told her she was being argumentative. She's like, I'm not arguing. And y'all seen them comments she left. They all in the chat. And that's wild to me, Like, it's okay to be in the wrong, ladies. You can be in the wrong. I've been in the wrong a lot of times. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Well, thanks, guys. Please like this. Y'all can like this live up, pretty please. I really need it for my algorithm. I will be back on here almost every night from either, I gotta pick a time, but I'm normally on here from like 11 to like 1 o'clock. Just depends. So, but I have been checking in here every single day. Thank you. Oh, of course, definitely. Right about that. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. And you know what? And the thing is, right? I tell people all the time, even Kevin Samuels, I love me some Kevin Samuels. And the thing is, a lot of women used to get so mad at that man. And it's like he was speaking the truth on a lot of stuff. And I think it was hitting a lot of chords hard. You right about that. Vlog said, look, modern women need a cookbook. Let me tell you, you know what's wild? A lot of women don't even know how to sew. There's so many things that they don't know. They don't even know what's going on with the news. They don't know what's closing. And I'm talking about, and I ain't talking about all women, ladies. They don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. They don't. I promise you they don't. So this is why these platforms are so important. And I'm not talking about you, Cheryl, or you Tamika. I'm saying there are a lot of women, if you ask them about certain things that's going on in the world, they don't know. Like they don't. They know the latest TikTok dance. Like, for real. All right, guys. I love y'all, and I will be back tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out some of my videos, pretty please. Thank you.